You decide to join the military, or you're thinking about joining the military. Well, I'm going to teach you 7 money saving techniques that will help you throughout your military career. So stick around to the end so you can get them all. Now, welcome back to Military 5. I'm your host, Anthony, and your tour guide to wealth. So, you decide to join the military, or you're thinking about joining the military. That's great. Good decision. I'm proud of you, and thank you for serving your country or about to serve your country. So today we're going to talk about 7 money saving techniques and tips that can help you throughout your military career. So throughout your military career, you're going to learn different things. The first thing that you learn is discipline, and that's what you need to have with your money, is discipline. So the first technique or tip I'm going to give you is learn self-control, the art of delayed gratification. So if you don't know what delayed gratification is, delayed gratification means you're stopping yourself from indulging in the things that you want now so you can have a better life, or you can have that bigger, better thing later on in your life. And that's what you need to have with your money. Learn self-control. Maybe you were taught this as a kid, how to deal with money, or maybe you grew up in a household where they just didn't have any type of self-control, or they just spent money however they wanted to. But not you. You need to learn this and learn the art of delayed gratification, because you need to have a good hold on your money and understand what you're doing. So that being said, that brings us to tip number 2. So control your financial future. You've already taken control of your life by deciding to join or already joining. So already you want to control your future. But now let's take control of your financial future. So instead of relying on others' advice and listening to what other people say, or your superiors or your mom, your dad, I'm not telling you to not listen to your mom and your dad, because I don't want you to get in trouble with them. But what I'm saying is, don't take advice on people that don't have any understanding of how money works. Or why would you take advice from somebody that is always broke? Like, that doesn't make any sense. How are they going to teach you how to handle your money when they can't even handle their money, or they're always asking you for money? So control your financial future. There are different ways that you can do this. One, you're watching my YouTube. So if you're liking the military information so far, and you're liking the information, go ahead and press that like and hit that subscribe button, and also that notification bell so you can see when I post. So back to what I was saying is, you can do different techniques. You can watch YouTube, you can read books, you can go to the library and rent the books, whatever you want to do, as long as you're doing something to push yourself forward so you can control your future. One thing I would like to say is, I recommend reading Set for Life by Scott Trench. That's a super good book, especially if you're in your 20s, 30s, and even 40s, but mostly in your 20s, because it's focused on early financial wealth building. So, that being said, know where your money goes. This is tip number 3. Know where your money goes. It's important. So, once you've gone through a few financial books, you're getting educated, you understand what's going on, and you really feel like you are ready to move to the next step, begin going through your finances. I recommend downloading the last 3 months worth of statements, sitting down, going through, and trying to understand exactly where your money's going. Then you can go ahead and set a budget. I have budgeting YouTube videos. Go ahead and check that one out right there, and I'll teach you a couple tips on how to budget. But sit down, go through your finances, see where your money's going. Are you really spending too much money at McDonald's? Are you spending too much money on base? Are you spending too much money getting that Starbucks coffee? Maybe eating out? Maybe you're splurging money on games. See exactly where your money is going so you can understand where you need to direct your money, so you can go ahead and get your started on that path to wealth. So tip number 4, most important, is start an emergency fund. So what you need to understand is, accidents happen. Life is life. You're going to get curveballs thrown at you all the time, especially being in the military. You'll learn that. So you want to be ready for any type of situation that's going to come your way. Flat tire, Maybe something happened at home. Maybe you won't be able to pay a bill this month. Whatever. You need to have an emergency fund. Only you know that number. I can't give you a number. Neither can your mother, your father. Only you know how much money you need to set aside so you can be ready for any type of emergency. So don't just sock away your money and put it on your mattress or keep cash on hand. I'll teach you about cash too. Go ahead and check out some of my videos. I recommend putting in a high interest online savings account. The reason why I say online, and this is key, is because you're not able to touch that money all willy-nilly, however you want, and get in there and spend it. It's important to have it online because if it's away and it's a hassle for you to get to, then you will really only use it during emergency situations. So get an online high interest savings account. The reason why I say high interest is because if you sock away $5,000 or $10,000 and you're not going to find this is only for illustration purposes, and say it's earning 10%, right there you're earning $100 on your $10,000 while it's just sitting in the bank. So your money is sitting there making money, and that's one thing that we all want. That's why you're here, is to understand these tips. So put it on an online savings account, high interest, and let your money just sit there and only touch that money when you need it. So tip number 5, start retirement. I know you're thinking like, Anthony, I'm only in my 20s, maybe in my 30s, maybe in my 40s. Hey, 40 is the new 20. It's never too early to start saving for retirement. So you decide to join the military, or maybe you're viewing this and you're not in the military. Start saving for retirement. Retirement is retirement. We're all going to get there at some point, hopefully. So start saving for retirement. One thing I would say is, because the way compound interest works is the earlier you start, the better off you are later. One thing that we have in the military is the thrift savings plan. Make sure you go out there. If you are not in the military, you look for different techniques, that high yield accounts, those savings accounts that give you high interest rates and things like that. The sooner you start saving, the less principal you'll have to invest up later on. So the earlier you start, the more compound interest works. $1 can turn into 2, those 2 can turn into 4, those 4 can turn into 8, and so on and so on and so on. So you understand what I'm saying. So start saving for retirement early, even if you're in 20 in the military, or if you're not in the military. Hey, and never too early to start saving for retirement. So that brings us to tip number 6. Get a grip on your taxes. Understand taxes. Taxes are important. You don't just pay them. You don't just give your money away. Understand how taxes work. Understand how taxes work. I would recommend you go out there. Like I said earlier, education is key. Read up on the taxes. Read up on the tax code. Read up on different ways you can not pay taxes. What I mean, I'm not saying don't pay taxes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying find out how you can itemize different deductions and lower your tax bracket. I'm going to make a video on tax bracket later, and you can check that out. Continue to follow. Make sure you already subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, press that subscribe button, press that like button if you like this information. So get a grip on your taxes. Understand exactly how the tax system works. Get in there, look at your pay stub, and understand exactly what FICA is, what Social Security is, how much money they're taking from you, why they're taking that amount of money. And I recommend you do this every month, because numbers change, different deductions change. Maybe you're not going to get paid. Maybe they took too much out. Maybe they made an error in your pay stub this time. So continue to monitor your wealth and continue to monitor your pay stub. If you haven't noticed yet, do you guys see a trend here? You have to be active in your finances, and you have to understand exactly what's going on with your money. Pay attention. Attention is key. Knowledge is power. We all know that. Strength is knowledge, and knowledge is strength. That's something I've always said, and that's something I'll always say. And that brings us to last but not least, number 7. So now that you've got the ball rolling, you've got the snowball rolling, you want to protect your wealth. So we already talked about get a grip on your taxes, start saving for retirement, know where your money goes. Most important, the art of delayed gratification. So protect your wealth. You always want to protect your money from taxes. You want to protect your money from different ways from it being gone. Like I said, the emergency fund, online. You want to protect it from yourself, essentially. You don't want to spend your money if you don't have to. So some different vehicles that you can put your money in are CDs, stocks, bonds, mutual fund, the TSP through a savings plan, different areas that you can use to go on and do stocks, bonds, are online sites like Webull. You have Robinhood. I personally use Vanguard. They're great. So I have other videos. You can check them out. Check out this video right here on stocks and bonds and ETFs. Give you a little bit of knowledge. So you want to protect your wealth. Now if you've done this for a little while, you got a nice snowball rolling, protect your wealth. You'll start to see your money grow. You want to protect that from yourself and protect it from it going where it's not supposed to go. So to recap, I gave you 7 money saving techniques. You want to learn self-control. You want to control your financial future. You want to control where your money goes. Start that emergency fund. Only you know the number. Start saving for retirement now. Start now. Get a grip on your taxes, and then protect your wealth. And sit back and watch it grow. So, if you like this information, go ahead, leave a comment down below. I thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend. And once again, thanks for joining or thinking about joining. I appreciate you all. Thanks for subscribing if you have subscribed. If not, stick around for the next episode. It's coming up, and check out my videos. And like I always like to say, soldier up.